Hey guys, it's Tori here. Now Warped Tour is just a few months away and I am so excited. And over the past few years of going to Warped Tour, I've kind of picked up a few tips and tricks on how to make the most of your day, and I wanted to share them with you right now. I remember my first year of Warped Tour, I was desperately searching for survival tips and just wanting to know what to expect at Warped Tour. So hopefully this will help out a few of you, and if not, at least you'll be entertained by this video. Now tip number 1, pack a backpack the night before. Pack it the night before so that you're not stressed out and end up forgetting things, and make a checklist. And here's what you should have on your checklist. First of all, here's the backpack that I usually bring. It has just strings on it and it's pretty light, so it doesn't get too bulky when you're in the pit, and people are gonna drive you insane if you have a huge backpack. I've been there. And also, here are a few of the knickknacks that you should have in your backpack. Now, this is my favorite hat. I wear it every year to Warped Tour. Not in my interviews though, but this thing will shade your face from the sun and it actually looks kind of decent. So this is always good to bring. Bring a hat. And also carry sunscreen, because last year I applied the sunscreen but I didn't take it with me and reapply it, and I ended up turning into the reddest lobster you've ever seen. So not only do you wear it, but bring it with you and apply it throughout the day. And along the same lines, pack a chapstick with SPF in it, because that way your lips won't get sunburned or chapped and awful. This is my favorite. It's Baby Lips by Maybelline. Awesome stuff. And now bring a portable fan. Now I don't see that many people at Warped Tour with these fans, but I guarantee they will make your day and save your life because they will keep you cool. Ah, yes. And they're also easy to carry. You could clip it onto your shorts or your pants, whatever it is, and it's awesome. And last but not least, stay sanitary. Bring some hand sanitizer with you, because let's be honest, Warped Tour is not the cleanest place to be. So you know what? And this one is apple scented, so everyone around you is gonna probably want some of it. So bring some hand sanitizer or baby wipes if you're getting really sweaty. You know, that could be helpful as well. Oh yeah, and also bring a Sharpie, because you never know what band members you are going to run into, and guaranteed you're going to want their autograph. So there, make your checklist the night before for your backpack and bring it with you to Warped Tour. You'll have everything you need for a good day. And tip number 2, stay hydrated all day. It's easy at Warped Tour because you don't have to pay $3 or $4 for a water bottle. You can just bring a reusable bottle, and there's this tent called Clean Canteen, and you could just refill your water bottle all day long and it's free. So bring a reusable bottle or a canteen and refill it throughout the day so you do not pass out. I've been there and it's the worst experience ever. So stay hydrated. It's super important. And you also want to make sure you eat throughout the day. Usually I bring like a little snack bar or something that won't melt during the day, because let's be honest, everything melts at Warped Tour because it's so hot. And if you don't want to bring something from home, you can always just bring a little bit of money, because they always have food at Warped Tour. Usually I've seen a lot of pizza. So make sure you stop and eat throughout the day. There's usually a little break of time, which you should probably use for some food. Now the night before, you should follow all of your favorite bands on Twitter, so you can always get their updates, whether they're set time changes or if they're planning a signing, and get the mobile updates to your phone so you don't have to keep checking your Twitter apps. And so get all of the tweets sent to your phone so you know exactly what's going on from all of your favorite bands. And also follow Vans Warped Tour on Twitter, because they always have the latest on pretty much everything important that's going on throughout the day. Get all of those to your phone and you'll be super organized and you'll always know what's happening. And speaking of band signings, when you first get into the venue, after you check all of the set times, you should go around to the tents that you know are going to have band signings and see what times they're going to be. And doing that first thing in the morning will guarantee you a wristband if it's necessary for the signing, because they usually run out really early. So you can always make sure you get into the signings if you need a wristband or not, and it'll help you plan out your day a little better. Planning your outfit for Warped Tour can be quite a challenging task, so here's my what to wear and what not to wear to help you out a little bit. Band tees are ideal for Warped Tour. They're always appropriate and everyone's wearing them. Wear closed-toed shoes, no sandals, because those will be torn apart in seconds. Wear boots or sneakers, and shorts are always the best option so you're not too hot during the day. What not to wear at Warped Tour? I suggest staying away from snow jackets, dresses, high heels, and most importantly, Justin Bieber merchandise. That's probably not a good idea. Planning out a schedule for your day at Warped Tour can be really, really overwhelming with all of those set times, especially if there's 50 bands you want to see in one day. So here's what I usually do. As soon as I get into the venue, the first thing I do is go to that giant square inflatable with all the set times on it, and I'll do one of two things. I'll take a picture of it with my iPhone, so then I could just zoom in and see the times. But even better is if you have a notes app or something like that on your phone, the night before you should make a priority list of all the bands you want to see and include all the stages that they're playing on. So all you have to do when you get to the inflatable is fill it in with all of the times of the sets. So then you know exactly what you're doing with your day, and you don't have to worry about going back and forth to that inflatable to see the set times. You have it all right on your phone. Another good option is to get a map of the venue. Usually they're being sold around there, and it shows where all of the stages are, and also on the back it has all the set times on it. Now the only problem with that is if the set times changed, obviously it can't be updated on a piece of paper, but it's really good to know where all of the stages are, because I have been guilty of going around the venue 5 times not knowing where I'm going and then realizing the stage was right next to me the whole time. So get a map. They're usually pretty cheap, so it's always a good idea. And always be sure to check the weather the night before, because my first Warped Tour, I was in the middle of a tropical storm, if you can even imagine that. And I wasn't prepared. I didn't bring an umbrella or anything like that to stay dry. So I looked like I just jumped into a lake the whole day. So if you know the night before if it's going to rain or anything like that, just bring a poncho or something, to cover your clothes so you're not drenched all day. Don't bring an umbrella, because people will probably be super mad at you if you're blocking their view. So be sure to pack according to the weather, so that way you are set to go. Now if you're bringing a parent with you to Warped Tour, have no fear, because you can drop them off. There's this thing called the reverse daycare, and it's an air-conditioned tent. It's dim, and they play movies all day, and you get to sit in lounge chairs. Does it get much better than that? I don't know. So if you're having trouble convincing your parents to take you to Warped Tour, just tell them about that tent, and I'm sure it's an automatic yes. Now, unless you go to the main stage first thing in the morning, it can be really tricky to get into the front row, but last year I figured it out. Using this trick, I ended up front row for 3 of my favorite bands. So here's all you have to do. Now get to the stage, the band before the one you want to see. It's in on either side of the stage at the very edge of it, near the barricade. And then as people are circulating through between bands, sneak in a little bit, kind of scoot in, and before you know it, you'll be on the barricade or really close to the stage, and it works every time. I've tried it out and it works. 2 things that are really great about Warped Tour are the unlimited amounts of band merchandise and the fact that there are so many bands at Warped Tour. So if you have any spare time, go around to the band merch tents. You never know, you might get horribly tempted by some of the t-shirts. So bring some extra money. And also, if you have spare time, go check out at least 2 bands you've never heard of, because they might end up being your new favorite band. I ended up finding out about bands like Versailles Merge just by doing that. Check out some new bands. You never know what could happen. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you found these tips helpful, and if you did, leave me a thumbs up or even subscribe to the channel, because that would be really cool. And if you have any tips that you'd like to share, leave them in the comments. I think it would be really great if we could all just chat about our love for Warped Tour and all of our great tips. And I asked this in my last news video, but in case you missed it, I'm going to ask again. I'd love to know who you want to see me interview at Warped Tour 2013, so leave me a comment and tell me who you want to see interviews with, because that would be very helpful. I love hearing from you guys. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!